Awesome. Next question is for Gail. Coming back to you. The grind is about building and strengthening your network. And Gail, we know you have a powerful network. What advice do you want to share with the ladies today about networking, the good and the bad?
All right, you all heard that your network, your net worth is your network. People that you know, who you associate yourself with, that is your network. But when you go out here networking, you're in business for a reason. And that reason is to what? Make money. So you have to just do it. And you can't be, you for those introverts that are in the room, you have to also be an extrovert. You gotta go out here and you gotta meet people. You're in a room full of women who could possibly purchase what you have to offer, what you're selling. You gotta get out here. Hi, my name is so-and-so. What do you do? But then you take it to the next level. How can I help you? A lot of times people want to meet you. They come to the table with their own agenda, intentions, and it's all about what they can get from you. That's the bad. However, there is a much greater agenda, a much greater plan, a much greater intention. So sometimes those people that come to the table and it's all about what they can take from you don't always follow through. It's about how can I help you? What can I give you? Because the ultimate end goal to networking, especially when you're networking to build, because the stronger your network, the stronger you are. The goal to networking is saying, hey, what can I do for you? And following through on what you can do for them. Because at the end of the day, you get what you give, right? You get what you give. So whatever it is that you want, you got to give it.
What are 2 things you feel you incorporate into your weekly schedule that makes you successful in growing your business?
Research. Lots and lots and lots. I'm up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm always on my phone. I'm always reading. I be in different countries, figuring out what kind of fruits and plants they got. I just be everywhere. So I just do a lot of research, and lately I've been doing a lot of collaborations, a lot of networking. So just talking to other people, seeing who we can do together. So I think that's playing a big part in the success now, mainly the research.
Awesome. Research and collaboration. Mm-hmm. Those are 2 key. Awesome. Come to Dr. Goulet. You have been a trailblazer in the area of healthy hair. How did you push through fear to step out in an area that no one around you had tapped into yet? So give the ladies a little bit more history about what you do.
Okay, so what I do is I help women that are experiencing hair loss. And just to get to the answer of the question, when I was actually practicing more of styling hair, I would see women every day that was losing hair. And what I noticed was that it was really hitting to the core of their femininity. It was robbing them of their dignity, of their self-esteem, of their self-worth. It affected them in areas of, you can't even imagine, their sex life, their jobs, their family life. And I wanted to be part of that solution. And that's what gave me the power. It gave me the courage to step out and to see what I could do to help them. Not experiencing that myself, but being around women that experience that type of loss. We grow up mostly as women that our hair is our crown and glory. And when your hair isn't right, nothing's right. And so imagining living with that from a day-to-day basis. And I wanted to be part of that change, and that's what helped me.
That's awesome. You are so right. When you said that hair ain't right, I remember when I first went natural, I cut all my hair off. And as I was letting it grow back, I went and got a bad haircut one day. And when I tell you, I ain't want to come out the house. So you are so right. Our hair really does affect our self-esteem and what we think about ourselves. And so India Ari became one of my theme songs when I went from relaxed to natural. Is I am not my hair. It was like a release for me, like a freeing the bondage when I sat in that chair and let her cut all my hair off. I literally cried. Yeah, so I had to really grasp that because my hair was like down to here, and they used to call me the Black Pocahontas, and it was all my hair. So I went from that to bald fade. So I really had to go through I am not my hair, and it's like a de-cleansing process. So awesome. Yes, thank you for the work that you do to make our women beautiful and increase their self-esteem. Yeah. All right, so Miss Sabrina, you are the epitome of no excuses. You're a nurse, a business owner, soon to be, girl, a doctorate graduate. You better come through with that PhD. You better do it. Let's give her a hand for that, a PhD. Yes, that is a lot of hard work. You're going to have Dr. Sabrina. Okay, I'm sorry calling you doctor. Okay, so Dr. Sabrina, what advice would you give someone who has some major goals like this, and how to stay the course and stay connected to your destiny?
Okay. As I stated earlier, my acronym is TOP, and what does that stand for?
Time management, organization, and
prioritization.
Yes, that is, for me, the key. So with time management, we all have 24 hours in a day, correct? Yeah. It's up to us on how we decide on how we utilize those hours. So if you're spending an hour watching Empire or Power or whatever, those may be some things that you can be research, as Ms. Chanel said. Organization is being really clear. Thanks, Gail. Being really clear and concise on what you want to do. And that's the key to being organized, but really sitting down and brainstorming with yourself as to what exactly you want to do, and being, again, clear and concise. I'm going to keep saying that, clear and concise. So CAC, clear and concise on what you want to do. And then from there, you can plan and get organized. And as far as for P, prioritization, you have to determine what is important. What do you have to get done? So, for example, what are the top 3 things I need to do today? And only you can decide those things, what's important to you that you need to achieve. So, for example, if you're stuck and really don't know where to start, an example is if you have for everybody from the Dayton area, DP&L bill to pay, and it's due today, should you pay it? Yeah. Well, it's up to you if you pay it or not. If you don't, you're not going to have any lights. Electricity, I guess you can utilize your candles if that's what you want to do. But again, prioritizations. I would choose to prioritize and pay my bill so I would have lights. So that is how you stay focused on your goals. It's TOP, time management, organization, and prioritization.
Awesome. And then I like that 3 goals for the day, right? Day by day, taking one day at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So we are coming back to Ms. Tay for your final question. You know we are not going to have you on this panel without discussing this new innovative fashion remedy mobile shopping experience. I know you kind of alluded to it earlier. But talk about innovative. Talk about how did this project come together for you? What was the inspiration? What were you doing prior? How did it all come together?
Well, I'm someone that love interacting with people. I'm a people person, and I will always have to wait for events to come to be able to connect with the world. Like, hey, is something going on? Looking on Facebook, seeing who's having the event. So I was talking to my mom one day, and I'm like, I love vending. I want to connect with people as much as I can. And I was like, I really don't want a store because I don't want to be stationary. I want to get out there and meet people, So I came up with going mobile. I'm like, hey, maybe we should go mobile and set up, and we can do stuff whenever we like. We can go to festivals or set up downtown, So that's what gave the idea of that, just wanting to connect with people as much as possible. Don't have to wait for a vending event to sell my products, meet people, get our name out there. For
So
sure.
you saw and people always say when they're trying to find their purpose and how to be successful, you saw a need and you had a solution for it.
Yes, I definitely saw a need. Like I said, most of the time, a lot of people I see on Facebook or anywhere, oh, I need something where I don't feel like going to the mall. Or I know people wanted to reach me and be like, are you going to be at the mall? Where are you going to be this weekend? I will always have to.
For your final question, we all think about quitting from time to time. Yes, we do. How many of y'all have thought about that? Be honest, raise your hand. However, what is one thing you believe catches you every time you think about quitting?
My purpose be stalking me.
Say that again. Say that again.
Does that make sense? It won't let you quit because it pops up every single time. Even when I think about like, okay, I don't know, it just pops up. Purpose pops up. And it's a reminder. It's a constant reminder that you gotta do it, Gail. You gotta keep going. It's you hear people say it's a marathon. I'm tired, but you gotta keep going. Let me just get a water break, but you gotta keep going. It doesn't matter how quick you get there. What matters is how long you last, like that energizing button. You got to keep going and going and going and going and going. So that's how I keep going.
So talk about that. It doesn't matter how quick, because that's the journey. A lot of us get frustrated in that journey. Talk about that process and not giving up on that road, right? That's where we quit, because we want it quick. We want it to happen overnight. So how do you endure that journey, that process?
It doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing this since 2010. I'm not a multimillionaire yet.
Yet. It's coming.
Yet.
Yes.
I'm not. And that's the thing is when you see people and they say success doesn't happen overnight, but you don't see what happens behind closed doors. It's not pretty. Running a business is not pretty. You're going to have more downs than ups. But when you have your up, it's glorious. It's amazing. It's like, I've arrived. But then it goes right back down again. And you in this darkness, researching, working, you in the lab. You can't party. You don't have time to party. You really don't want to party. You don't want to do certain things because you know you in lab, you focus, your tunnel vision. And the only way to get back up again, because it's up and down, but there's more downs than ups. But when you get up, it's amazing. And it just makes you want to do it again. But that's the journey of it. It doesn't happen overnight. People don't get rich quick. It's impossible. It just looks that way because we don't see what goes on behind closed doors. You don't see me crying. You don't see me praying. You don't see me... You just don't see me doing those things.
Walking the floor.
And exactly. We don't expose that. We always expose the good, the pretty, the glam. That's it. But people really don't know what you go through in business. So it's not easy. It's hard. And you have to do it. And repetition is the mother of skill. Get out there. You're going to have more no's than yeses. It just comes with the territory.
So when that one no comes, then you do what? You go to the next door.
You just go to the next one. And eventually you get used to it. Okay, that's fine. You don't see your blessing. I see it, but you don't see it. But that's fine. I just go to the next one. And sometimes you'll come across those, they don't even see it, but they'll just say yes anyway. Oh, yeah, because they're in it. So, yeah, you just got to keep going.
Awesome. Well, this wraps up the first half. Ladies, are you guys enjoying this panel discussion? We're going to move to the second part of the panel discussion where you as the audience will get to participate in this second half. So Miss Tia, my co-host, is going to assist me with this part. Ladies, you guys have under your chairs, I believe, a poster board and a marker. Is that correct? Okay. And so what I need from you... is to write on your card, don't turn it over, what's the biggest benefit in other women embracing your shade? So you write it on your card, we don't let us see it, but
Okay, I ain't gonna be able to get
And in that game, my co-host is going to randomly, I'm going to pass her the mic, and she's going to randomly choose someone to take a guess as each lady stands up as to what's